Today is Mary's first day at childcare. We drive 1 hour away from Lane Cove where we stayed to pick up our car, which we got sent from Melbourne. We haven't seen the car for a year, so let's see how it is now. It cost us $400 and it took 10 days to get the car transported on a truck from Melbourne to Sydney. We bought it 2 years ago before Mary was born and used it during our stay in Melbourne. We didn't manage to sell it when we went back to Indonesia, so we asked a friend to keep it for us while we advertise it for sale. But when we found out that we are expecting baby number 2, we decided to keep it so we can use it again this time around. But first thing first, it's important to make sure the car is clean and safe. This car is old and nothing fancy, but it's quite nostalgic to us because we spent our first months with Mary in it. I even found this thing that we got from a baby expo before Mary was born. I can't believe the baby we were expecting back then is entering childcare soon. We had decided to put Mary into childcare so she can gain new experiences and learn to socialize with friends. We browsed for the childcare to the website startingblocks.gov.au and shortlisted the childcares that exceed the national qualification standards. After some consideration and inspections, we settled on this one called Possum Corner Childcare, which is located nearby our place. This week we come for orientation a few times so Mary can get used to it before she officially starts. Mary got into the Joey room, which is for kids under 2 years old. There are about a dozen kids in the room with a ratio of 1 educator for every 4 children. The childcare opens at 7 a.m. and finishes at 6 p.m. and we can drop Mary anytime in between. At first, we enroll her for 3 days a week starting Monday to Wednesday. The children follow this schedule which mostly include meals, indoor and outdoor playtimes, and nap time. All meals and nappies are included in the childcare fees. This is the first day Mary started attending the childcare by herself, and we are quite nervous to see how she copes. Mary's educators encourage us to bring things she loves to help her feel more familiar with the new environment. They also tell us to take it easy and get ready to pick her up earlier in the first day if she gets too upset, so as to keep her early experiences with the childcare positive. Hati-hati Mary. Papa bantu pegangin. So far, Mary seems to be quite enthusiastic to go. The challenge will be when we leave her at the childcare by herself. During orientation last week, she always cried every time we left the room. It is actually quite hard also for us to leave her in that situation. The educators remind us that children to pick up on how we feel. And when they cling to us, sometimes it may also be because they feel that we do not feel sure of leaving them ourselves. Yohana kept her company for a bit to get her settled and comfortable before we leave her. She still cried when we left, but we know that's part of the process. After dropping Mary, we went to the Canopy, which is a new mixed-use development in Langkov village near the neighborhood where we live. It has supermarkets, cafes, open spaces, and a very popular playground. It is bound to be our favorite hangout place later on. This time, we choose to have breakfast in Birdwood Cafe, located right near the center of the square. Hello. We have just dropped Mary into her first day of childcare, and I think this is actually the first day we went out to eat without Mary ever since he was born. It was surprising. So actually we've gone 20 months without going to eat together without her, because she's always with us, with either one of us, anytime during those 20 months. So this is a big step for her and also a big step for us. But we're gonna try to enjoy the day and be relaxed about it and just believe that she's gonna make it. Okay, we'll enjoy our food now. The breakfast selection here are not extensive but quite good. Also, the coffee will be one of Yohana's favorite in the neighborhood. The most enjoyable thing though is that for the first time in a while, we can enjoy our meal slowly and leisurely. We just done our groceries and just on the way out, we got a call from the childcare. They told us that Mary's doing fine. She cried a bit when we left, but has settled down and is now playing with her friends, new friends.
Yeah.
So seems like
she do adult play also.
Yeah, so she's very happy. We are very happy too.
We hope she is very happy.
We hope she's very happy. We hope she'll be okay today.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good start. Good start. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, what's your name?
Frida.
Frida, how was your day, Mary? Did you have a good day? You have a good day, Mary? Bye, darling. Bye. See you later.
Thank you.
Oh, itu. Oh, itu. Oh, iya, iya. Hari apa, Mary? Mary suka nggak hari ini, Mary? Mary. Woi, woi.
We're glad to see Mary so happy when we picked her up. As some kind of reward for her bravery for her first day, we went back to the canopy so she can play in the playground. She really liked this place and enjoyed running around freely in the village. She's also very curious about everything around her. No, it's okay, she's okay. This is the playground in the canopy. It is very lively and full of children playing. Mary is quite adventurous and keen to try out all the playground equipments. She tries to climb the slides many times before she finally made it, but she doesn't give up.
Mary! Mary!
But her all-time favorite here and also in the childcare is the sandpit. And the sandpit here I think is really awesome. She could spend hours just playing with the sand here. Good morning. We've just dropped Mary for the second day of childcare. She cried a bit, but I think she'll get into it. We just hung around this area yesterday just to be safe in case she needs us anytime. But we're gonna be a little bit more brave today and go a bit further out. We are going to Castle Craig to have a croissant. So let's see. We are a big fan of Lund Croissanterie in Melbourne. Let's see how this one will stand up against that one. Today we are getting a croissant fix from this store called Ganache. There's a bit of queue outside the store because they limit the number of customers inside. They sell croissants, cakes and savory selections too. At $2.9 for plain croissant, we think it is one of the most affordable we can find around here. We go to Castleton Park in North Sydney to enjoy our croissant. It's not easy to find parking, so I dropped Yohana off down there first and went back up to find a parking. But I'll show you the view, it's really beautiful. So what's the verdict?
Enak sih.
I think it's good.
Apalagi with the view.
Yeah, and the view adds to it also. The plain croissant is a bit better than the pain au chocolat. Well, if you compare to croissant, Lund is definitely better, but also I think twice the price or even more. So I think this is a good value for money. This is day 3 and we take our escape one step further. We have an appointment in the city and that means we drive across the bridge. We live in the North Shore area of Sydney and the city is located in the south. We are driving through Gladesville Bridge and enjoy a beautiful view of Sydney. We decided to stop halfway to the city in the suburb called Des Moines and search for breakfast here. We bumped into this bakery cafe called the Moyen Bakehouse.
I think the pie is really good.
Yeah?
How's yours? The crust is thin and crispy. So it's really like potato, right? Like a bit thick, and then yeah, this one is good. The egg tart is good too, but I think our friend Christine does the better one.
Overall, the food is good here and we decided to bring some for our friends in the city. Meanwhile, Mary's educators kindly sent us video of Mary playing. She seemed to be very absorbed in what she's doing. When we picked Mary up, she was enjoying her afternoon tea and was very happy to see us, even offering us the food that she ate. Every day, we are getting written reports from Mary's educators about her day, including the meals she ate, her nap time, and also her nappy changes. We also got reports on her activities from an app called Story Park. More than we had anticipated before, going to childcare is a big step for Mary. Even more because she had already undergone a big change with our move to Sydney. Later on, she would really get comfortable with this childcare, but it took a while to get there. We are proud of her and we are thankful to her educators who patiently helped her with the transition.